Hello and welcome. Our topic for the day is identifying perpendicular vectors. To understand the concept, let's do some questions. The first one says solve are the vectors 9, 10 and 36, 40 perpendicular and explain. If the dot product of two vectors is 0, then vectors are perpendicular. So we have to find out the dot product and see whether if it is 0 or not. If it comes out to be 0, then the vectors are perpendicular. If not, then they are not perpendicular. So let's find the dot product. The first vector is given 9, 10. Let this be u1 and u2. And the other vector is 36, 40. Let this be v1 and v2. The dot product of two vectors is given by u1 times v1 plus u2 times v2. So u1 is 9 times 36 plus 10 times 40. This is 324 plus 400. This is equal to 724. Since the dot product is not equal to 0, therefore these vectors are not perpendicular. So we say option D, that no, the dot product is not equal to 0, therefore the given vectors are not perpendicular. Let's try the next question. Solve are negative 1, 18 and negative 72, negative 4, the two vectors perpendicular. Explain. So we know that if the dot product is 0, that means the two vectors would be perpendicular. So this is our u1, u2, and the second be represented by v1 and v2. So we'll find out the dot product of the two vectors is given by u1 times v1 plus u2 times v2. So our u1 is negative 1 times negative 72 plus 18 times negative 4. Negative 1 times negative 72 is a positive 72, and 18 times negative 4 is a negative 72. So when we see this simplifies to 0. Now the dot product is 0, that is the two vectors are perpendicular. So yes, negative 1, 18 is equal to 0. This is the final answer, can be seen in option D. Let's try the next question. Solve are the vectors given by negative 4, 5 and negative 16, 20 perpendicular. Explain. So this is negative 4, 5. This is our u1 and u2. The second is negative 16, 20. That is v1 and v2. We'll find out the dot product. That is negative 4 times 16. Sorry, negative 16 plus 5 times 20. So negative 4 times negative 16 is equal to 64, a positive 1, plus 100. This is equals to 164. So now the dot product is 164 and it is not equal to 0. So therefore the two vectors are not perpendicular. So we say no, because the dot product of the two vectors is not equal to 0. This is the final answer, can be seen in option D. I hope identifying perpendicular vectors is easy now. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.